Welcome everyone to day one of SLOconf. I'm Kip Merker and I am your host for this morning for the short daily stand-up that we're having. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the Q&A or put them in the chat. I'm going to just give you a quick rundown of what we got in store here, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So, first of all, the quick agenda for today. A little bit of welcome. How to SLOconf. I know a lot of people are curious about this event because it is a little bit different than other events that we've seen before. How to get yourself set up, and then a few kind of announcements and other things to get going. So the first thing I want to tell everybody is kind of the philosophy of the event. The idea is this event is really about learning together, and we're all busy. We've all been online. We're not traveling, and so what we've done is we've made this event something that you can really do on your own and have a discussion with other people about the content. The content has been contributed by amazing speakers from all over the world. They've been intentionally made bite-sized and very short, easy for you to consume. We have subtitles and everything. Most of them are about 10 minutes in length. They're broken into 4 different categories, and you can go 4 different tracks, and you can go have discussions about those in the Slack. Right now, the best way to consume the content is on YouTube. We will be updating our talk page in a little bit here with a more advanced experience. But for right now, YouTube is the best place to go to get that. We're right now in the Zoom Daily Stand-Up, the welcome. And we'll have this meeting, this session every day this week. You'll want to come in and join us and just kind of check in. We have new information every single day. I'll also point out that in a couple hours, we're going to have the authors hanging out in the author channel in Slack. So I highly recommend you go there and say hi to all the SRE and SLO book authors. There's a couple of live labs that'll be going on later this week. We'll be launching the labs, the hands-on labs, later today. And those labs came from some of the sponsors. And that's really a great interactive way to get your hands on some of the SLO-related products that are in the market right now. So first of all, join the Slack. There's lots to do in the Slack, and we can help you out there if you have any trouble. So make sure you're in the Slack space no matter what. Go find the videos on YouTube and get started consuming content on your own schedule. No need to wait for things to go live or for a particular speaker's time. And then if you have questions, comments, compliments, anything about that, you want to have a discussion, go to the track channel in Slack for that talk and just pose it. Just say what you thought, what you think about the talk, what you're curious about. And all the speakers have been instructed to go hang out and check in periodically. You know, the speakers are all over the world. Everybody's on their own time zone. They've been instructed to go periodically check in their track channels. And so even the speakers who you saw in those content, you'll be able to interact with them directly as well. And they always appreciate compliments on their talks. They always appreciate questions. And that's something that we highly encourage. So it's different. It's not, a schedule. You don't have to move your meetings around. You can keep working. You can do it late at night. You can do it from your cell phone. Whatever you want to do, you can consume content and you can participate in the conversation. No need to worry about the when of it, except for a few exceptions. Just a little more about the Slack. There are 130 channels in our Slack space, so there's quite a few. The 4 track channels are the ones that cover the new to SLOs, socializing, beyond theory, and deep technical. Each of those tracks have talks associated with them. Those are a great place to go. There are local channels. If you want, you can go hang out with people in your local community, find SREs and other SLO interested folks there. We have sponsor channels where you can talk to the sponsors. If you're curious about a product you see or you want help with one of the labs, feel free to jump into the sponsor channels. And we also have pets, and pets are a big part of the SRE community. So share your pet pics if you want in the channel. There's a great place to find jobs. If you go to the sloconf.com/jobs, we have tons and tons of great jobs we curated from companies all over the world, mostly SRE jobs, some observability, DevOps jobs as well. Great place to look and then chat about it in the jobs channel. And then each lab also has its own channel. If you're not in the Slack, the link's below, and I think Urza is going to share it in the chat here so that just in case you haven't made it into the Slack yet, this is a great time for you to click that link and get in there, introduce yourself in general, and go explore the different channels. Who's here? I think this is kind of, hopefully for you, a shocking number. It's a shocking number for me. When we started SLOconf back, when we came up with the idea in February, we thought maybe we'd get, maybe 200 or 300 people here. We, as of this morning, have over 2,000 people registered for the event from 600 different companies and 71 countries all over the world. Far, far, far beyond any of our expectations of what we could do, and especially in such a short time. We have 70% of the people who are here are technical and mostly SREs. We got this again, it's the data according to the registration data. So we have an event here where I think some of the most technical folks working in this space, understanding SLOs, are both presenting, joining, learning, etc. So use the opportunity this week. It's asynchronous, so you don't have to wait for a certain time. Start the conversation, ask the questions, meet people, make new relationships. This is the place to be right now. So, and thank you everyone for being here. It's just amazing to have this group. I'm looking forward to making a lot of new friends this week. A lot of people asked us for a place to get started. And so I want to just point out 4 talks, one from each track, that I think is a great place to start. If you're like overwhelmed by the amount of content, we have over 7 hours of content. So I understand it's a little overwhelming. But if you're going to get started, the slow math talk from Steve McGee at Google, great one, super deep technical one. Although now I'm realizing it's not really a new to SLOs talk, but that's okay. Niall Murphy talking about in the socializing track, talking about introduction to SLOs, alerting and monitoring. Yuri's talk on defining maturity model for SLOs, and Alina's survival guide, putting 200 developers on call. These are great talks to get started with, and they'll get you kind of like whet your appetite to go deeper and find other talks in those tracks and just kind of explore. I want to also make an announcement. We announced today a new program called Slo Coach. And the Slo Coach program is a series of services companies that have decided that they want to help companies adopt SLOs. We've been working with them from a Noble 9 perspective and now from the conference perspective to develop SRE and SLO related consulting services. This is, for people who are interested, and I don't want to, sell you on any of these companies, but if you are interested or you're already working with some of these companies, this is an opportunity to go deeper with them and to learn more. So find more at SLOconf.com/SloCoach. This is really about helping companies get and people get adoption. You may be an SLO believer, but how do you actually operationalize it to your organization is a whole other question. And I want to call out one in particular, Niall Murphy, the new one. And he asked me for some help with his brand. So I came up with this logo for him. What do you guys think? Murphy's Law? It's pretty funny, right? So Niall Murphy, who this is the real company. He started a new company called Reliability. I just had to give him a hard time. Niall Murphy is one of the authors from the SRE book, longtime Google SRE, longtime Microsoft SRE, now an independent consultant, and he's open for business. So I wanted to give him a special shout out. He's one of our Slo coaches and been a great ally to the conference. And he has, I think, 3 talks here. So definitely want to check him out. And I know he's looking to help organizations, and an amazing resource. I can't believe he's available. Okay. And a super nice guy. And then just so you know who the team is, if you need help, this is the team. And these are all of our handles in Slack. You can also probably find us on the Twitters as well. Everybody here has been working super, super hard. Just so you know, kind of some of the focus areas. Urza has been managing the speakers. Danny's been managing a lot of the website and technical stuff. Mike's been handling partners. Zach has been the hall monitor, as I've said. He's been just kind of filling in everywhere. And Kyla is our content queen. She has just been helping develop all of the story and everything amazing. And we also should have put her on here, but we should give a shout out to Paulina, who came up with the amazing SLOconf brand. Just amazing, amazing stuff. So, okay, that's the team. If you need us, we're here to help you. We're busy, I know, but we'll do our best, and we're trying to stay on top of it. This is just, there's 6 of us and 2,000 of you. Just, be patient with us, okay? All right. And I want a huge shout out to our sponsors, because without the sponsors, we couldn't have done this event. It just would have been impossible. We thought we could do this on a shoestring, but it turned out much bigger than we expected. So, of course, Noble 9, where I work, the SRE team at Google, Lightstep, Dynatrace, and Honeycomb all came in at the Let's Slow sponsor level. This is the top level sponsorship to support the event. A huge financial contribution from each of these companies, and really amazing support in what we're doing here today. We also have our Slow Steady and Slow Burn sponsors, and you can see the Slow Steady level. Again, amazing companies, Replicated, AWS, PagerDuty, Sauce Labs, all came in, helped us develop this event, helped with financial contribution. And then our Slow Burn level, which was just a great set of companies as well. Ozcode, LaunchDarkly, Cortex, Rootly, Isos Technology, Split, Sneak, and CodeFresh. Wow, it's just so many companies sponsoring. So a big shout out, a big thank you to all of these companies who've been helping us promote the event, have helped with financial contributions, have helped with developing labs and contributing speakers, just really great stuff. All right. So thank you to everybody. Oh yeah. And finally, we have media sponsors. We've got two great media outlets, devops.com and the News Stack, both participating in the event, and you'll see some surprises from them throughout the week. Keep your eyes open for news and announcements and coverage of the event. They may be hanging out in the Slack a little bit, but they're watching the videos and they're paying attention to the event, which is just amazing. And so we'll see some coverage from them too. Okay. Finally, I want to give one other shout out, because if SLOconf, unfortunately isn't going to run forever, we have another event coming up. This SLOconf is kind of a partnership with the Beyond Seattle SRE meetup, which Urza and I have pretty much been running for the last year, along with Zach and a few other folks who are involved in this event. And we call it Beyond Seattle because it's open to everybody. Jen Pedoff from Google SRE and Dr. J, as we like to call her, and then Jeremy Tinley from Etsy are both speaking Wednesday, May 26th. Mark your calendars. If you haven't already, you can come to meetup.com/Beyond Seattle SRE meetup. I think it is. I think Urza put it in the chat. So that's another great opportunity to keep the story going. All right, let's slow. This is it. That's all I got. Are there any questions, or is anybody concerned or confused or anything like that? What do you want to know? I'm now looking at the chat here. No questions? Urza, did I miss anything? Okay, go have fun. Get to the races. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
We have one question, Kit.
Oh yeah, question, where?
It's on the chat, and it said, what can we get out of this workshop?
I don't know what you're asking about. Which workshop are you referring to? Do you want to make him a panelist real quick, and he can?
Sure.
And somebody else has got their hand raised too, so let's do Arvind first, and then we'll do Kishore. Can you find him?
I can find him. Let me just.
I got him. Oh, you already did it. Okay, Arvind, you're muted. We allowed you to talk, though. So if you want to give us more context on your question, please go ahead. What can we get out of? What can we get out of this SLOconf? What are you hoping to get out of this? I understand. Let me just give you the pitch, I guess, for SLOconf. It's all about service level objectives. And if you don't know anything about service level objectives, you might be in the wrong place. I mean, this is, we're really trying to be very focused here. But for us, for the way I look at it, SLOs are a really powerful tool, philosophy, way of looking at the world that lets you set reasonable goals based on user happiness and business success, and use that to translate the technology you're building, the infrastructure you're building, into something that actually delights customers and keeps your team in a reasonable condition. And it's really, Kishore says no need. Okay, that's fine. It's really about learning. I mean, this event is about learning together how to make SLOs a reality, the challenges and the successes that people have had in the industry. And so we can all get better at it, and to meet people who might, present a job opportunity, a collaboration, a new way of doing things. That's really what the event is all about. And I'm hoping that you'll get a lot out of it, and you can get a little or a lot. If you want to do a little participation, that's totally fine. If you want to spend the whole week going deep, watching all 7 hours of content and meeting every single person here, that's awesome too. So hopefully you'll get something out of it, and I wish you the best. Okay, any other questions? All the talks will be available on YouTube. They're already on YouTube. All the talks are there. They're available to you. People have speculated whether we accidentally release them all on time early. I'll give an answer to that, which is, yeah, we did it on purpose, and we wanted to make sure that everybody in Europe had a chance to see it. And the idea of this event is you watch on your own pace. There's no reason to release them over time. We don't want to hold you in suspense. We want you to go have your own way of doing it. You want to watch at 2x speed. You want to do it with the sound off. You want to watch a little bit here, a little bit there, bounce around. That's up to you. We're not trying to control your attention. You go and do it at your own speed. The index of the videos, we're going to be launching that very shortly. We had a little technical glitch on getting that out, so we apologize for that. The team, as you saw, we were working multiple weekends to get this event done on time, and just a few things didn't quite make it. So bear with us on that. Use YouTube right now to watch videos, and we will definitely keep you updated. Pay attention to the general channel, and we'll tell you when the site gets updated with the additional user experience. All right. Okay. Rob Leach says that. Okay. So I think I answered him. All the talks on YouTube. Yep. If you need help getting the talks, Prakash, then, can you type in the link to the YouTube, to the channel, the thing? Okay. People are bailing because I think we've run out of things to talk about. Any other questions? Yeah. Good for accessibility. And announcement channel for announcements only. That's not a bad idea. We can do that. Although we were planning to kind of just use general, but the pets kind of have overwhelmed it. That's a good point. Well, we can do that too. That's a great suggestion, Adrian. Thank you for that. Okay. Well, thanks everybody, and appreciate all your questions. And we'll see you in the Slack. And I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you all this week and maybe even beyond. All right. Thanks. Goodbye.